Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Just thought I'd share this little moment with you. Well, it's not so little. As you know, at the cottage here we have a lot of trees. Well, had a lot of trees in the yard. And today, when I came back from grocery shopping, there was a bunch of trucks and things around my cottage. And it was time to get some trees taken down. Not by me, but by the City of Faribault. It's not as bad as it sounds. Here's what it's all about. Let's check it out. So this is the South 40 right now. And these two trees right here, as you can see, are dead. They are ash, and the ash borer killed them. It's happened all over the city, hundreds of trees. So the city made a deal, and people are coming in to cut them down. South 40 is going to change. Yep. Lost 5 trees this year. Pretty sad. 3 fell down, and 2 are gonna be cut down. These guys are part of 4 companies that were hired by the city to remove these trees. Ask the guy there, how many trees? 130 trees. And they only have a quarter of it. That's just there, but there's 3 other companies doing the same thing across the city. They seem to know what they're doing. What do you think? Wouldn't want his job. They couldn't pay me enough. Well, unfortunately, I have to go to work. We'll see what the end result is when I get home. Lordy. They apparently know what they're doing, so I feel pretty good about it. See you in a bit. Morning, campers. Mary and I just looking at the new view we have. Yesterday morning, this is what it looked like. And today, well, the view has changed. Not really for the good. When I bought the cottage, one of the things I really liked was the South 40, my backyard. There were trees all the way along the back, trees in the yard. Well, not so much now. This is what we look at now. Yep. Those 2 big ash trees are now gone. That makes a total of 5 trees this year alone. All along the back here, behind the shed, between here and the house and down there, were trees. Then they built that house and that house and cut all those trees down. Then this summer we had storms, and the one tree that was right there had 2 branches and broke. Fell onto the neighbor's garage, just missed her house. And the one that fell the next day fell onto her fence at the back hit the garage, and there were 2 trees right there. Broke them as well. So I lost 3 trees there. Yesterday, that one and that one gone. They were ash trees, and in Minnesota in the past couple of years we got swamped by ash borers, and they destroyed hundreds of ash trees in Faribault, to the point where the city had to step in and help people. People had, I think somebody said, up to 10 ash trees in their yards that had all been killed by the ash borer. Most of them are big trees. You saw the pictures, and they were a real liability. With the storms and that we get here, those trees falling would have been a real problem. I almost want to think to the point where insurance is going to say, we're done. So the city made a deal, found 4 contract companies who would come in and cut down all the trees this summer, before winter. Well, here we are. My 2 are gone. Kind of sad, because my yard looks nothing like it used to. But it's safer, because certainly this tree here, if it fell over, would have hit the cottage. Kind of sad. Try to look for, I'll have to have a look and see if I can find some pictures of when I first moved. How things have changed. Yeah. I have one thing good to say, and that's a shout out to the company that came in and did this. The deal with the city was, because it was such big contracts, there was good pricing involved. 80% of the people who had these trees couldn't afford to have them cut down, and they were a liability. So the City of Faribault, shout out, once again helped us out. Basically had these companies come in and quote. They split the city up into 4, gave the contracts out, and the deal is over the next 5 years, the cost will be added to our property taxes. It's basically a loan with an extremely low interest rate. There is no way I could have found the money to have these things done to beat that deal. So it just adds on over the next 5 years to my property tax. So thanks to the city, people can afford to certainly avoid disaster. The company, which was called From the Ground Up, that did mine, are out of Mankato. And I got to tell you, when they came in yesterday, you saw them. I had to go to work, but I spent about half an hour out just watching them getting started. Then came home to this, and they cleaned up, took the trees down, cleaned everything up, and took it away. Now, I'll tell you, I had people stop around private companies knocking on the door saying, I see that you have marked trees from the city and they need to come down. We'd like to do that, and they provided quotes. The quotes I got shocked me. The cost to take these things down was unbelievable. No way I could afford it. I would have had to have taken a personal loan or something to have it done. Basically, the city's negotiation turned it around to be about half the price of the 3 quotes I got. And they would just take away the big stuff and you'd have to clear the brush. These guys came in and took everything, cleaned up, and left. So, grateful to the city, and from the ground up, a big shout out. So there you go, campers. Not really good news, but at least it's not totally bad. And in the long run, it's probably a good thing. You never know. After the disaster we had with the trees on the side here with the neighbor, feel a little bit safer. This neighborhood, actually this city, this is Minnesota, is a forest. There's trees everywhere. And some of them are really old and really big. Look here. See that? They're all down. The whole area is trees. And it's like that all over. Very typical for Minnesota. And every year you hear of these disasters of trees falling. Because they're getting big, old, and eventually they come down. And I got to tell you, there's some big ones. So there you go, campers. Just thought I'd share this with you. We're all good here. Gonna go back inside and finish editing a video. Mary doesn't seem too perturbed about it. Only difference is less squirrels. She's gonna have less people to look at. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure we'll be back. We'll see you again soon.